So it gets incredibly frustrating that I am trying to expose this CA trafficking ring, the same that Isaac Cappy was before he was taken out. Chances are the P. Diddy thing is connected to the very thing Isaac Cappy was trying to expose. It is frustrating because I live in small town Iowa. And at the same time, my best friend drops over perished. The Dead Isaac Cappy Club, Dowd and Farnsworth, are sending me this. Showing me they're in Harlan, right there. And this is a whole long list of live videos they were taking in my town. If you go read this, and I'll leave the link in the description, Neil Gross, Shelby County, Iowa Sheriff, will argue with me about one picture that wasn't even from the right account. Completely ignoring all these live videos that they were taking at the time Owen dropped over perished. This is the same sheriff who, when they blew up that gas station in Erlin, Iowa, and I've talked about this extensively, there wasn't just one explosion that leveled the place like it says on the police report. There were two explosions. They were 9.5 minutes apart. The owner was able to get out of the gas station, go back in to the gas station, get his brother-in-law who was injured, and get them both out to safety before the second explosion leveled the place. My sheriff is working with a bunch of meth heads, criminals who have criminal records, who live right beside me. Neil will argue for them. And they are making my life a misery. I find it interesting that the Dead Isaac Cappy Club, Thomas, and Tara, and Gio, and Daniel, all who have spent the last year attacking me constantly, over and over and over, day after day after day, for the last year, all of which you can see on my blog, davidschurter.com, have all stopped en masse, like the group they are. People will tell themselves whatever they want, and victims just get taken out. At the very end, Isaac came to the conclusion that no one cared, no one was going to help him. And that's when they took him out. They're on top of me right now. Because this whole CA trafficking, I've been dealing with what was going on in Omaha when I was a kid. And dealing with the people that I know are involved with it now. Like Lucian Greaves, founder of the Satanic Temple. But none of it matters. Kids don't matter. CA trafficking doesn't matter. It didn't matter when Epstein was around. It didn't matter for year after year after year when Diddy was doing what he... And they all flagrantly act out in the open. But none of it matters. None of it's real. That's what my Shelby County, Iowa sheriff wants to say. But there's also a illicit operation concerning street pharmaceuticals that my sheriff is heavily involved with, and that's what he's trying to protect. So, if you like those kind of people, by all means, follow them, watch them. But when it leads you straight into the fucking abyss, you only have yourself to blame. There's a reason why I do not trust my local sheriff. It's because he's protecting CA ranks. That's what he's doing. Let alone his own street pharmaceutical operation. That's what he's protecting. And the biggest difference between me and the Dead Isaac Cappy Club and the criminals next door is that I don't have a criminal background. And I wrote a book that got nominated for Book of the Year when I published it, all over what I went through as a kid. They're all fucking criminals, except my sheriff, who has access to all of these criminals. They work for Neil. This is what I'm trying to expose. But if you think that kids don't matter, that none of this situation matters, that they should be able to do whatever the hell they want, whenever they want, to whoever they want, then by all means, join them. But if you think that this stuff matters, that kids matter, that the people who have lost their lives trying to expose this matter, then I would suggest you act accordingly. Otherwise, you're no different than they are. Just saying.